Yes, let's get started, boys. Let's get started. Oh my god. Don't cool down my tea that much. Jeez. What was the question again? If you're enjoying Half-Life. Half-Life, that's the word. Yes, Half-Life. Okay. Tis a horror. Tis a horror. Yes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, this is a horror game. It is not intended for all audiences. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Amazing. If you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effect as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. We'll see. If either of these health issues are for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Okay, thank you, Autumn Child. Another great game, you truly suck it. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. Can we also disable the horror? No. Hi, Twitch, and hi, Vaki. Welcome in, everyone. Hi, Moldy Buffalo. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I don't believe you, but okay. Yeah, it starts charmingly, doesn't it? How's the sound? Should be pretty okay now, right? My pointer is a clawed finger. Hello.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do it? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some reward? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Vive la révolution! Silently continue to the cabin. End of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
What? But if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Because maybe they only because she's locked up. Viva la révolution! How can we be locked up in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
That's cryptic. You have a source? Yeah.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Suspicious. I slay the lawn, I mean the princess. Yes. So what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Interesting. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Well, vive la révolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
We're supposed to lay princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, who is he? Is he with us? What's happening here? Is he in my party, or is it just a disappointed voice? I don't... What? Eh? Hello? Yes.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I know.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
And my hand has a dagger in it. Oh, look at it. Wow. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Stab, stab. Stab, 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 stab. Yes, hi, Nostalgia. What's up?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
That's a sultrier voice than I expected.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
You're scared already? We haven't even started yet.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh my gosh.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Are you here to kill me or something? Okay, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I guess. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Yogurt rock, don't need stabby. I'm worried.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
maybe she has... Oh, maybe she's a martial artist and she's gonna steal it from us and gonna stab us with it. Yes.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Interesting. She might be in cahoots with the narrator. She might be. Throw the knife. Outsmarted. Gosh, you're so smart. Slay the princess!
Charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her
What
sleeve and
sleeves?
catches
She
you
didn't
in
have
the neck.
sleeves.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Am I some kind of bird person? Look. Claws?
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
I'm not human, I think. Or cursed human. Why is she grinning?
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder... Do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
I mean, I was hoping.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Maybe she can't.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Thanks. What?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here? Get a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
What?
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
What?
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't.
Well, what? So each time we die, there's going to be another voice? The voice of the one of us who died? So was the hero the first who died, you think? Or was the narrator the first to die? Interesting.
It turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you and why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of
Yes.
me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, it happened because I listened to you.
We did exactly what you
Oh,
said.
Hero remembers.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
Sure.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Interesting.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Good point, I suppose.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
But if the world is going to end, then we aren't going to save ourselves. We might save ourselves a couple of days or something. String theory falling out of favor in the 90s?
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Oh, yes.
Just be quick about it.
Okay, let's talk about this princess. Who locked her up in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Huh. We must start debating on what music to listen to in a final minutes. Good point, good point. All this multiverse stuff is basically just socially popular but not very scientific. I know, but it's fun. I like it. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look,
Hi, booty.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Yay!
You're the
You
only
have the
person
windows
capable of doing
going.
this.
Nice.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Shush, be shush.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
I mean, okay.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
How did we get here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
You're being cagey? What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
So far so good? Good. Fine.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay, sure.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will cheat,
you said that last
She will
time.
do everything in her.
It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Who are you?
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed. Oh!
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Definitely.
There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
Imagine the character we are playing is like a Lord of Change from Warhammer. A new head pops up after we died. Oh. I suppose. I care about whether I'm being lied to. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
What? Seems slightly worse for it. Yeah.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Very different.
The whole place is different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on
Good
this.
morning, Dinobot. It only took you 49 minutes this time. It didn't take you 3 hours like yesterday. Woohoo! Take the blade.
You take the blade from the
so
table.
much gaslighting.
It will be
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Yes. Enter the basement. Interesting.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Interesting.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Interesting.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There's a manhwa I'm reading called For Once I'm Being Loved or something like that. And it's about a girl who reincarnated into a fantasy world. I love the reincarnation stories. But she's done this over and over and over and over for 100 times. And each time when she's still an older teen, she becomes sacrificed to save the world somehow. And she doesn't want to do it anymore. She's done it 100 times. New worlds, new times, everything. She just wants to stop. Is this game a high satanic? And now this last of life, she's finally reborn into a world where she's really loved by her family for once.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yes.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend
This
the
is
final step,
different.
the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is...
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
She does not sound very distressed.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
This princess is no
If she
good.
sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
Stabbies.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
You hear that slight distortion in her voice this time. Do you remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. Look, I know that you were mad at me, but I think we'd both just let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with you? I was sent here to stop you from ending in the world, and you slashed my throat last time. Nobody's gonna die. What are you going to do if I let you out? Okay, fine. I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. You can see the sky behind her? Yeah. Can we be honest with each other?
That doesn't sound like me.
Doesn't it, though?
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen.
Clearly.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab
She
us
knows.
if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening.
Awfully specific. But she said she doesn't remember, so she must not remember, right?
Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Stab!
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
But exactly what happened? So you do remember it?
Would I just lie?
Yes?
Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Oh my god! If she doesn't have a knife, she could just pick up a wooden spike or some shit. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of jagged rocks around as well.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Of course, of course.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
What is this, London? No, it's Glasgow.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Gosh. Oh no! Yes. Can we just talk things through? I don't have the key. I'd rather not do that again. There's an old guy in the first reboot Tomb Raider game. Yeah. They do be kind of British. British? Look, just because we're lying in ponds with distributing storage. What are you going to do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Uh-huh.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
I wonder how many times she's gone through the loop. Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering. Are we gonna slay her? Or are we gonna continue talking? What do you think? What do you think? I'm gonna stab her. Why don't we get anything longer? Like, we are in a woods. Why don't we get like a long stick, sharpen it, and just stab her from afar with it? I grew up in Glasgow. There's a reason why it's called a Glasgow smile, right? Ah, stab her! Oh god, look at her.
Falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win.
What's she gonna do?
We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
I wouldn't trust that face either.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Oops.
Hers, at first.
At first.
Then yours.
Hehe.
Hehe.
How? What did she even hit us with?
Look down, look down.
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade
Where did you get that
impaled
from?
you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What the fuck?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, what? That ain't
We're going
hard.
to die now.
Are we the thing that needs to get killed? Flasher, the look. What look? The blue steel. Oh, yeah, baby.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Huh. The arms race. Oh, God.
You're on a path in the woods.
This doesn't look
No,
that good.
Fuck that. If we're going to have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
So what did I just do?
I feel dizzy.
What?
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
We're claws and reptilian skin. We have voice in our head and want to murder our princess. Whatever in all that suggests to you that we might be the baddies in all this. I don't know.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Who's that?
Good. It's better that way. Without a
Another
fight, no
one.
can win, and if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
How is she a princess? I didn't vote for her. I know, right? Oh. Where that reaction comes from you with a username you have?
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much
What?
better.
Are these the people that have died already? She's pretty there for princess?
Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Sure, I guess.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes. Stabs.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
What's happening?
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
That shit is just weird.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are,
But there are no
right?
doors.
But there isn't a door. It's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Oh. Both pairs of voices are opposites of each other? First we have the narrator and the hero. And ourselves. Or whatever we are. And then we get the cheated. And then we get two more in this iteration.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
But we had the hero the first time. The very first time. And then we just got one voice extra, the cheated. And this time, the third time, we have two more voices. Like cosmic horrors and things I can't comprehend, hell yeah. But that even Slaanesh would think is weird. Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Interesting.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Or more like the skeptic versus the cooperative, and then the fearful versus the aggressive.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
No. I think we're gonna die.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Dear.
Your body
Hi.
tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hey.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
What fun. 6 ads? Oh god, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Should I wait? I should wait until the ads are done. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Oh gosh. How many of you have played this game before? Sorry. I barely knew anything. Yeah, there's a monster girl for that, you know. Not me. You watched a bit elsewhere? Okay, cool, cool. Interesting. She looks so crazy. So far you haven't repeated anything. Oh, interesting. Oh, I wonder how they changed then. And we're back? We're back? Yay! Okay. That's part of the
She's
fun.
got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Couldn't we take, like, the table and chuck it at her? Sounds like a good idea.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win.
What do you mean
once.
nothing bad? We got a new voices in our head. That's not good.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
As far as we've noticed.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
The now of wolf thought.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh no. Oh no.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Gray. Check more at her. Check more at her.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Can I run?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're going to fight her again. We're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. We're going to appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Oh god. Thank you, Gray. Thank you, Monster Girl Enjoyer. I think she's just gonna...
Mwah.
Excuse me, what? Don't kiss it better. We're going to unconditionally... I think she's just gonna kill us if we do that. Appeal to her authority, puff her up a bit. Bleh. Bleh. I hate tomatoes. Bleh. She's gonna kill us anyway, so I'm just gonna puff her up a bit.
She isn't one to talk, and we shouldn't be either.
She might be hungry. Ah, you can scroll down the choice. I thought there were only 3. I only saw 3.
I agree. Talking is boring. We should just get back to fighting her.
That's not helpful. We already tried that one, didn't we?
A couple of times. Way more than 3? Oh god.
You were the one who asked for ideas.
Hi, welcome in. I hope you're going to enjoy it here. Thank you, Twitchin.
Fine. Talk our way out of this. Maybe that's the answer.
Has anyone ever told you how good you are? Thank you, Satanic. No, I'm a big fan of winners, and you got a winner. How about we stop fighting and team up? I'll even let you be in charge. Look, both of us are stuck here against our will. What if we joined forces?
Oh, for the love of... The princess stops for a moment, mulling over your deranged
Give her food, maybe
proposition.
we'll calm her down. Thank you.
Nah, not interested. And don't take it the wrong way. I think you're neat, but I'm having way too much fun to stop.
What?
We should coil ourselves. She's about to pounce.
I think the cat wants to come in. Hang on. We have a cat. Hello. Mwah. Can you keep me safe from the crazy lady? Huh? Can you keep me safe from the crazy lady? No, don't leave me. No. You can never trust a cat. Okay, well. Good. This is how you repay me. Oh, man.
Just get ready to fight.
Oh.
But before you can finish another thought, the princess closes the distance and dodge now. Fails to hit you.
Yes. Crazy lady, she fled. Oh!
Look, my liege! Camelot.
Hi,
Camelot.
Camelot.
Junior
Hello. Hi. Nice. Yeah, it's a wild princess in... She, I think she is the peril. Oh, how nice. Hello. Can we have a shout out for Combat-Oven? Huh? No. Let's see if my mods are awake. Let's see if I do it first. Thank you, Techie. Where's the... Where's the clip? God damn it. There we are.
Hello, slime.
Slimes.
I
Adorable.
want to know how the slimes get into... Oh, you just...
Whoops.
It just jumped.
And died.
Well, that's a...
Oh.
Oh, that one did too. Well, this is apparently the Cliffs of Grimness.
Is this a second game? Old model? Adorable. You don't have any privileges? I'm sorry. Maybe not. How did she miss? Did the DM roll on that one? Something. We dodged. We did the dodge. I know. I am usually terrible at dodging, but for once, I did the dodge. By the way, hello everyone. I am Liquessen. I play a variety of games. Today it is play games that I have gotten from others. Day, and we have started with Slay the Princess. Anyway, it's not going very well. We have died 2 times. Yes, we are trying not to die this time as well. We will be, yes, we will see. I don't know much about the game, so I'm just discovering this thing. And the players are the voices in his head. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you, Techie. Oh, wonderful. We do love Larara. She streamed today. It was amazing. Yes. That sure is a thing in this game. Let's try not to die here.
Haha, yes.
Nice.
Oh, you're a fast one. That's fun. But I think I can get even faster.
No, come on.
Now, hit her back.
Also, can Can you really hide a knife in these sleeves? In the first time that we got killed by her, she produced a knife from her sleeves. Can you fit a knife in puff sleeves? I'm just... no.
You dodge and parry and strike and are struck, her nicking your flesh and you nicking her skin to reveal shining metal below.
What the fuck?
But eventually you slip up. You lose the pattern, just for a
Oh
moment.
no!
A blade flashes through the air, and she skewers you.
Cut her throat! Cut her throat! She's distracted! She did stab us with her knee. Yes, she did. The master of never using a purse.
Ow.
Ow!
Wow, she is absolutely
Opportunist.
uncompromising, isn't she? I know it seems weird, but if anything, this makes me want her to like us even more.
Wait, what?
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
What?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
Yet.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Yes!
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Her teeth are terrifying.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Or we're just flooding the CPU, the is it CPU? The GPU? The RAM memory with extra voices. Gonna make it even harder for us. Happens to all royal families eventually. Yep.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here.
See?
It'll just confuse us.
Yes!
All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that. As long as we keep moving.
Look at these guns, yeah. Or arms.
Flawless idea, if you ask me. Such a go-getter attitude.
What?
Come on, show me something new.
CPU, okay, thank you. Graphic. We're going to have a sleep upper lip about it. We're going to condition surrender. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. She has swords for armor. We don't. We're panicking. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh! You can't kill me if I'm dead. Exactly. Hi, Cryptid. The hungry, yes. I did say we might go and lay the princess, so... It doesn't work, she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, only snippets of the conflict that transpires. Oh.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
Oh.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything.
Contrarian.
We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Can't we? Unconditional surrender would be very French, but that require redeem.
Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
What the fuck?
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
Uh-huh.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Her teeth get worse and worse.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
No, there are two of us. Oh god.
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
How many voices was that? That's like quite a few voices. Mutually assured destruction. Yes. The conflicted and the horde. Yes,
Don't lose your
that
head.
one.
We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Claw.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Oh yeah.
Over my dead body.
Oi.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Beautiful question mark.
I'm sure I can think of a better way to die.
Yeah, I mean we were probably already broken. This is just extra broken.
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on
Hi,
top.
Steam Pinsky. Yeah, on top of her.
There are entirely too
Yes.
many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them?
Yes.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll
Hi,
notch up that one in no
Rara.
time.
How are you doing, baby? How was stream? There were so many interesting pictures that you've done. I love your brain. It's so cool. Hi! You should all go and watch La Rara. La Rara is awesome. Yes. There's a lovely hands typing here. Yeah. Stream was lovely. Oh, the snacks were good. A blade. Interesting term, but okay. Press your dragon with dozen talking heads. Or something, yes.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our
Oh.
destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door.
Is she gonna
and
come
onto
out
the
and stab
basement
us?
Stairs. Only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part
Yeah,
of this.
poor thing.
Don't care. Just want to win.
Hi!
Fine.
Ben!
Make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
Cold. Bleh. Stop. Shit. Hi, Silent. Why? Oh, thank you for the drink redeem. She does have blades in place of her bones. Specifically her forearms and upper legs so far. So far! But apparently anytime we strike at her arms, like up towards the shoulder, there's metal there too. I don't know if it's gonna be that same thing every time.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yes, hi!
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Never trust a princess, yes. What if killing her started this time loop? Good point, good point.
But I guess we're not done.
That's
That's okay with me.
cold.
It's good even. I like that.
She didn't even bother with shackles this time? Yeah. You hate mobile? Yeah.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No. Unless it's a strap-on.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it, though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
What? Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not sure I do, but yeah, sure.
I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Some punishments are good. It could be a punishment for us, I guess.
Really? Okay then.
Purgatory, right?
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
What the fuck?
Are you ready for what comes next?
No. I am the bone of my
Holy
soul.
shit!
Okay.
Wow, she's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman.
What?
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
Yeah.
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
Yeah.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
I quite agree with you, cheated person. Yes.
All right,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
No. You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. What was that? You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. I got the good ending. She released the sharpest tool in the shed. Yes! Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what is in it. It's you. What? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What the fuck is that? Do you know the name? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Or ice, yeah. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
She might sprout a few eye stalks in time? So it is the hands, basically, that are talking. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Huh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Well, she's shedding and gaining body parts in the finest Stygian tradition. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
What?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
I think what she went through is something Slaanesh would like. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I guess. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Why?
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting, yes. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Entropy is a thing. To destroy is to make an organism
infinite.
less so. Yes.
The rest will find their own way home.
What? So I don't have to do anything. You can just find them on your own. Okay. Sure. Fine, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
But you won't.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Ta-da! End of game. Bye! See you tomorrow. The hero and the princess bring the razor full to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You did make it restart. Oh my god. Can someone else do it? Forget. I'm not doing this. Do I guess a sort of reward? Forget this. I'm not doing it.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Have you considered that the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I'm die. Thank you, whoever.
I am very die. Look, I'll go talk to the cabin. Maybe I'll slay her.
Then I guess we'll just have to
I'm
see
not
what
committing to
happens.
anything.
But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Sure. What?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Is the hero with me? Yes.
We're not going to go through with this,
There
right?
he is. Hi.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do you know what you're talking about? Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Dust.
The only furniture of note is a plain
He is a
wooden
narrator,
table.
after all. He
Perched
doesn't
on that
know
table
everything.
is a pristine blade.
He doesn't know that there's a
The
time
blade
loop.
is your implement. You'll need it.
Into the... Yes, now. I want to see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Or
This is an
I suppose.
oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
A different kind of voice.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It is different. Yes, it is different. A different voice. I'm here to save you or lie. I'm here to save you. Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Just want to see her this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
These sleeves seem much more likely to hide a dagger. These are a little bit bigger. Yes, yes. A knife.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Oh my god. You're such an idiot, hero voice. Beautiful people are probably the scariest.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you
Yes.
here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Nah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Interesting look.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Mm-hmm. And if there isn't that key, do you have any other ideas? And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
That would make it less likely for you to kill me, so...
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Ooh.
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Who dat?
Is someone else here?
Hey!
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Interesting.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Wooden door easy to break, yes. Just kick it.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Mm-hmm.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Mm-hmm.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I didn't expect that one, but, okay. Her tiara is very pretty, though.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Less big and sharp, but still,
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do
first
that.
a second. I can't believe I was sent to a fantasy realm where the princess is feral. Gee, is the guy out now? Yes, indeed. Oh, that's difficult. Oh, man. I'm gonna cheat myself out of this one and go for a Paul. And we're going for a 3-minute poll, a 2-minute poll. Okay. There. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. She seems pretty feral. Oh my god. I'm not sure what I want here. Oh, save is winning out. Oh my god. We want to save her then? But we haven't done the saving yet? Yeah, exactly. Well, that's gonna be interesting. It doesn't matter what you want. Excuse me. Okay, most people have said save. Sorry. Oh gosh. So unless we get 7 more people who votes for slaying her, we are going to be saving her. Oh my god! that's cool. Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why? Okay, save the princess.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. To cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
She saw me.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
A little dagger thing has blood on it now. Oh! I will give you my hand in marriage. Oh my god!
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Okay.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door. Sure. Tokyo
We
Ghoul
won't
or
have
something?
any of
Yeah.
that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
I mean, Tokyo Ghoul was not an isekai, but yeah.
I can't just let her escape into the world.
Uh-huh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Will that even kill her?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yes, I can.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Warn her.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held
Hello?
low, ready to sink into her heart.
Is she gonna stab me with her arm bones?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I don't wanna!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess
What if
takes
she
a
opens up
cautious
her
step
mouth?
forward.
Like, what are those, the things in Stranger Things, you know, the four... She's being way too little? Yes, that too. You know, the four... The basically looks like a big flower and she's just gonna go, come! Right? I think that's gonna happen.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Uh-huh.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
She didn't make it quick.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Do it for her. Do it for her. Just Monica. Just Monica.
For her sake?
She
Don't you
currently has
start
bones.
pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that
Yay!
slices
Oh, thank
its
you for
way
following,
into your
Kingaby.
body.
Kim Gabi. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Stab!
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound.
Close your mouth, lady. You're
It
gonna
won't be
get
long
my
before
blood in
you
your mouth.
bleed out.
That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
I'm so sorry.
And should get the story? It's interesting.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling
That's what
around
she wants.
you,
Don't
your
kink shame.
limbs unresponsive.
Fine.
The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
I like that. Aw, thank you.
It can't just end like this.
What did you
Right.
expect?
Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Is she gonna eat us? Is she gonna eat us?
I'm
For things to have
dying.
gone
Thank you,
differently,
Boyyyyyy.
I
gonna eat
can't
us.
deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
She's gonna eat us.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, I thought she was gonna eat us. The damsel. Okay. You voted
You're
slay.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What? He changed the outcome? He did. And I'm gonna go take my break and get some more tea. Yeah? In the meantime, you guys can wonder what the hell is going on here. Ah! Psh. Why? That's not cool at all. How dare you? Why is this... What's happening here? Oh my god. We're at the best spot? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna get it soon. Shut up, Twitchin! Sears. That's not what I wanted. System. The system is down. The system is down. I wanted to see if I could... Yay! It worked. Okay. I'll see you in a little bit. And when we come back, we're gonna see what the princess will do to us this time. I think she's gonna eat us. Not stab us this time. I think she's gonna eat. How are we? Did we have a good break?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Everyone back? Hi, ghastly ectoplasma. How are you? Welcome here. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you for now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My trick?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
Hi, Master Golden. You're welcome in.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us
Ooh, the
last time,
Smitten
did he?
is here again.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Sneaky, you say? Sneaky. I just realized I need to put my phone on charge.
Our beloved?
What?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table.
Yes, thanks to
then
you.
You should know that we and the princess are in love.
What?
And the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Excuse me?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Maybe.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
What a crazy guy. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
got a point.
everything in her power
Has he?
to stop you from
Oh
slaying
no, the
her.
simp! Yes, he's the
Don't
simp.
believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
What?
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Oh, yes.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
How's the sound, by the way? Is it good? Is it too quiet?
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to cabin. Sound good? Okay.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal
No, the
prisoner.
Stimpinski is good.
The only furniture
but
of
the
note is an ornate
Simpinski
wooden
is not
table
good.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this
during the
right.
party. Explore the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
There's no one else to see me, so who cares?
But there was a mirror a
Stimp
second
back.
ago.
Yay!
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Oh my goodness. Did the mirror stayed? It did not. This is not the mirror. This is a... what do they call it again? Like a tapestry flag thing. Is it Panda already? No! Banner, thank you. Shut up, Switchin'.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Why does it look knightly?
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
This is not a sword, it's a dagger.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
And edge.
Hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement
this
creaks
is fancy.
open, revealing an
Hello, a
intricate
little bit of
stairwell.
fire.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Why would you have a red carpet, or whatever it is, to a dungeon? To a basement? Makes no sense.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
And it all affects the voices? Yeah. Like, depending on which choices I go for, I think that depends on... and that makes what voices we get.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Even the world reflects the voices? Could be, yeah. I think all of this is just a mental thing. That we're putting an impression to a concept. Or something like that.
You walk down the stairs and lock
even
eyes
cuter.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Is she still going to try and gnaw her foot off like a wolf?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may
Don't
not
make
be
something
able to
that is
hear my
obtuse a metal
words,
thing. It's just
but
obtuse.
surely
Oh my
she
god.
can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
True. Yes. Yes.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Sorry?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
What do you mean come back? How would...
And she called us a hero.
Oh, shut up.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Ow.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next
Was
to
she always an anime
incontrovertible
princess?
evidence.
Yes. Well,
I've been here before.
no. Oh god, Booty. I just realized. Oh god. We know she remembers the lips. She did when we made her a monster, yeah.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
You didn't have to tell him that.
Well, she killed us.
Thing is, people's minds start to fill in the gaps where there is little to no information. Usually, the solution given, since there are no constraints, are fantastical and unsupported. Yes.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Sure.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Maybe.
I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry, what happened last time? The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She
wants
wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
This is highly concerning.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
What? Okay. Have a good food. Have a good food. If we die, the world ends. That is true. That is true.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh no.
I'm not so sure.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I'm trying to figure out what the essence of this character is. It seems to be perhaps some kind of obsession? It's a fetish? Oh god, maybe. Will Arnie? Like Arnie will be back? Arnie? Who's Arnie? Arnie? Ow. I'll be back. Oh, Arnold! Oh, goddamn.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No, I think it's weird too.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Somewhat creepy, somewhat creepy.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I don't think she feels anything. Like, no emotions really, and no pain or anything.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Mm-hmm. Do we kill her this time, or do we save her this time? I think we want to slay her this time. Anyone against that idea? I think we should slay her this time. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you have opinions? Was extremely unfair. What do you say? Guys? You always have opinions? We went all out on the slave route last time. There's the all-out rescue route and the back and forth, I guess. The title of the game sort of suggests a strategy. Hi, Concordat. Let's go out to a Japanese restaurant. Oh. I don't think that's one of the options I can choose here. Do it if you want, but why save her in the first place then? Good point. Good point. Should we go for a full rescue her time here? Not one of the options yet. Yet! True. Yeah.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I don't like it.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent.
Mm-hmm.
An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's because she's perfect.
No.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Huh.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Yes, sure.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
We're doing another poll. We're doing another poll. We're doing a 1 minute poll this time. Save or slay? Yeah. Didn't we establish on the monster route that the voices we collect make up her as well? Maybe. Gotta be quick, gotta be quick! Vote! Vote, my dears, vote! Do we say lay or slay indeed? Yes, Queen Slay! Hi, Mello, how are you doing? Now you're doing J. Oh.
I'm
Save
done.
is
Thank
winning
you,
out here
Capyba.
as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Doing just fine. Ooh, wonderful. It has been a pretty nice day. Yes, it has. Interesting choices, my dears. Very interesting. So we're rescuing her. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're saving her.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain.
Villain!
My passions contain tight
Oh.
panic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second
Oh my god,
thought.
so heroic.
You wouldn't.
That sounded vaguely threatening.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
Oh, Crown is different.
We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Might get us the nihilistic voice again? Oh.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than
Sleep
that
tight,
of a true
Jay.
believer.
Thank you so much for being here.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh. Hi.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
I want to see what happens. Cheepy,
What do we
cheepy,
do
chappa,
now?
chappa, doopy, doopy, daba, daba. God damn. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
She's gonna do something terrible.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
I don't think it has anything to do with the want. I think it's just her mere presence somehow.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
I want to murder you and eat you!
The princess closes her eyes in deep
Yes,
reflection.
Food. We're gonna be food for her. Look how skinny she is. She needs the food.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. Let's see the world burn. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, the shoujo eyes. Oh my god.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
I don't like how the sound is getting weird. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Did she just get even less defined?
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
So our perception of her is that she's lovely, but since we don't know anything about her, the less we doubt her realness, the more fake she seems. But what will make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Yes. Wow, even less defined. Though that she does have fingers this time.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
Uh-huh.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us.
She's becoming Lionheart, I know! Oh no! Oh, she does have a little bit of shading. A little tiny bit of shading. I want you to make me unhappy. If you want to leave, then let's leave. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Yep. Oh! There it goes again. What you missed? I left when we were asking her about what happened after we died. Oh, how to... Yeah, she was just, oh, I just want to make you happy. I just want to make you happy. I don't know what I want. I just want you to I just want to make you happy. She became worse and worse and worse. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
No. She was our perfect match.
Just servile.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Oh my god. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. What the hell? Why is my hand bird? I don't know. We are some kind of bird person. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. proceed to the cabin. Why do they look like a fire? Approach her. Dragon!
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Sorry about that.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before? You have been kinder to me. What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me, this vessel I've been bringing you? I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
So technically, what we are talking to is an incomprehensible entity that is represented by a bunch of arms. No. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Even kinder. Has she? What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Jen Campon. In how we interact with the vessel changes this form. Yes, indeed.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Interesting. Destroy your body. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all these hands. Great at Jenkinpon.
We will meet again.
Ah! Jesus Christ. The deconstructed damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end
The princess
of
being
the
used
world.
as a vessel by the entity. Yes, but how we interact with the vessel, the entity is the princess. I mean, the entity becomes the princess with each part that we give her. But if we just say nothing and we leave, turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. And go to the cabin and slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin, talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I'm relishing the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yep.
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Silly man. Turn around again and leave again. Fine, I'm going to the cabin.
That's
Sheesh.
great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning before you go any further.
What a bish. What a bish. Yes.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Yes.
Don't believe a word she says.
Sure.
Fortunately, she's only a princess, whereas you are a valiant and talented warrior. It'll be easy, so long as you stay focused.
Sure.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save
Yes, you've been saying that. Proceed into the cabin. What does it look like? Shall we?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture the blade is your implement.
What identity made up of stuff added to it from the vessels, but I think the protagonist thinks the entity controls the princess and obtains experience of the princess vessel. If the princess acts, it's the entity controlling it. We're taking it with us this time because we don't know what she's gonna be like.
It'd be rather...
Enter the basement with our stabby blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by... Her voice carries up the stairs.
This time.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous.
Same as the first
It's
one.
almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Same as
You
first
walk
one.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
How is she different this time now?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, well... You got me. I'm here to slay you. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
I wonder if it's the same or if it's just gonna be different.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It feels like I took that one the first time as well. Oh god. Drop it!
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Hello.
We'll be fine.
No, we will not.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So anything we choose will be new. Oh, interesting.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Interesting, thank you. This is pretty awkward. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think we're gonna... What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Yet you look so pretty.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Not sure they have the reasons. No, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Do you?
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That is also true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's interesting.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Is yours, then?
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner,
the victim,
the princess clearly incapable of ending the world?
This is really all about trust, yes.
Or do you trust
Did you have
whoever put
food,
me
by the
here?
way, Monster Girls Enjoyer? I thought you were going to get food. What did you get?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
Yeah.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would I get you out of here? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Oh!
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I think Majesty is only if you are crowned as king or queen. So I don't think that one works.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out
Maybe
of
she
her.
doesn't know. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Some shells! Seashells from the seashore. How about I get you out of here? Or do I want to be... I want to lay the princess after all. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
True. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
She says that
Her
in such a
sharp
way.
eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yes. At least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. This is a new one. I'm gonna keep you locked away. I think I want to try and get her out of here again, yes.
Oh, you have to be kidding.
Yes!
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
She's gonna scream this time.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Sure.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any idea, beside me cutting you out of here? Going to check out... Yes. If I can find something
I'll
to
be
break you
here.
free. Yes.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
Oh
into place.
no!
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fine, we'll return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Now.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Sorry, my face is itchy. Blech.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess!
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Wouldn't it be better to do it at the wrist? It's easier to cut through the wrist, isn't it? Because you don't cut through the bone.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through
Wrist
bone.
is covered by
She
the chain.
pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Again.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Interesting.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach locked door. Is he gonna do?
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Interesting.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warner.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist! Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
She looks so bitchy there. I would also be kind of bitchy in this situation.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yes.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
This time she knows exactly where to hit.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yes.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yes.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that
So we're
path
sure the narrative? No,
is a
we're
cabin.
not sure. We can't be sure of
And
anything.
in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Are you sure? Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Okay, now.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust
I think we're building the end game.
Mouth.
Yeah, by feeding
There's got to be a way
experiences
out
to
of
the
it,
end.
for us
Indeed.
and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What?
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Fine, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before
We
you
haven't
go
had any
further.
new voices.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her... Yes, don't believe a word she says.
skeptic!
Just go in,
Hi.
take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
I mean, he can't wink, so he has to.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
The skeptic is, well, new to this one, but... hello.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine
That looks
blade
so
perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
There isn't.
I think you know what we have to do.
I want to see how handsome I am. Yes.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
That is a very good question, yes. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
But there's no mirror. I know. Hi, Lantern. Welcome in.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin
Really, choice is
wall.
somewhere between no
I hope
information
you know
and all
how
information.
ridiculous
All
you look
information
right
is posted.
now.
There is no choice, but it's the same with no information. Decisions with no information are just random attempts to find patterns. Yes,
But it
I
was
am
there a
trying to
second
find the
ago.
patterns.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Yes. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Where is the route to the entity? And there it is outside the entity, so for him it doesn't exist. Yeah, it also disappears for us because the vessel is not yet ready, I think. Yes, indeed.
The door to the basement creaks
Oh,
open,
different lamps.
revealing an old stone staircase.
And no...
A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
slimy mess.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Don't slip, please. It's
Her
just gonna
voice,
hurt.
harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck
That's
clanking
different.
loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Is this so I won't try to free her this time?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yes.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Her crown is different.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess,
It is a different
but she stops
crown.
you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
I don't think she did when she went... She did have a crown when she went feral. It was a different crown. It almost looked like its own... like a plain metal crown. With sharp points, but still.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon.
But it could be that it
Might as well
looked that
put her at
way
ease.
after she started becoming more and more undefined.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yes. Sorry. Even her crown looks like chains.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What happened after I died last time? The other chain, who is it for? What would you have me do? I can just leave her in the basement. No! Ad jail! Oh my god. 8 ads! Oh god, I'm so sorry. I've been here before. What happened after I died last time? Yes. Thank you so much, Takey. Are your ads gone now, Monster Girl? Are you still in ad jail? You're gonna go sleep? Sleep well, Oracle. Thank you so much for here. The more ads than the entity at hands. Yay! Okay, no, wait. That's not a yay. That's a... Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Well. Should we wait? Refresh? Yeah, that's a good idea. Refresh. Yes. Look at the good ideas you guys have. Amazing. So, it pooped on anyone's parade? What are you talking about? No, no. Wait. Once you get any information, took your assumptions because it's easier than throw all the material. I understand. Yeah. Thank you, Oracle, by the way. I like the yeah, I liked your input. Don't worry about it. Thank you. What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
Yay! Good night, Oracle.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Yes. Hi.
Is that really all she knows?
Mm.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
You love it? Yay! I'm so glad you like the emotes. Emotes aren't cheap, so
First you make a comment
very
about
happy.
having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use.
Almost,
This has
almost. There we go.
complicated things.
Yay!
It's complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Contingency?
A contingency for what?
Our failure.
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse.
Oh, so you do know more.
Good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Yes.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Kind of like how when you take psychology tests, they don't tell you why you get the questions. They just write down like, So they don't tell you what something is going to change. So it is a psychology test of sorts. Yeah.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
Excuse me.
I never said I wasn't.
Oh dear.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Sure.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
So how long have you just been sitting here looking at her?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Interesting.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see
I
about
feel like
that.
she's responded to a narrator before. I don't think she
Just
has.
give it a rest, this isn't helping.
I have not heard that.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
This voice currently sounds automatic, like an AI voice almost. It's probably doing a high disservice to the voice actress. I'm so sorry. But there's something about it being so... How should I say it? Toneless? Was it 4? What would you have me do? You're asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife.
Yes.
What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
But there's one around your neck this time.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to catch you out? You do notice your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
Or she kills us, and there will be a new loop where she might not be in as many chains.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Maybe.
Though if she isn't bluffing,
what if
whatever
the
she has
narrator is telling
planned
the
might
truth
be
and
for
trying to
her
get us
benefit
out of the
alone.
loop? Every time in
There's
the
no
first chapter,
guarantee
as
that
was
what's good
dying
for
in the
her
second
is good
chapter, we
for
see how the
us.
princess gets shaped. What if we don't die, but she does, and so we get out of the loop? Maybe the princess we need to slay is the princess that will become made from the parts that we bring to the entity. When she was a blade demon, the only thing of her that remained not blade was her heart. Extremities might really be inconsequential, yes.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I mean, yes. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Cut her out on your own. I'm gonna trust her with it.
Slide it over.
Yep.
No, absolutely not.
Oi.
I am not letting you hand your only weapon over
Oi.
to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
I've already tried to take over, buddy.
You Maybe taking over your body. Me.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine.
There you go, lady. You have the
slide
pew pew
the
and
blade
snoozes?
across the floor.
Oh my god. Have good pew pew murder times and have good sleepies. Do pet the cats from me and I might see you soon. Yeah, bye.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Hi.
Thanks.
Ugh.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
Is this gonna work?
What is she doing?
She's gonna cut her head off.
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
What the noises? Ugh. Watching uneasy silence. Ugh.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you.
Oh god.
Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
No.
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half wink.
I'm okay with this than when we had to do it in Walking Dead. Oh god.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Well.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
What?
Are you sure she's not winking at us?
Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
But we didn't slay the princess.
We should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
Yes.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward.
What reward?
Stop reading into things. The danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us. So can we leave already?
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Ah!
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Okay, that's the only
You
choice.
open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no,
Camelot.
that's not right.
Camelot. Camelot.
It's only a mock.
Hi, Lucas! Hi! Hello, 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 hello! Hi, hello! I'm Liquessen. I play a variety of games. I hope you had a good time with the Lucas. Slay the Princess. Yes. Hi, No Chill. What's up? Yeah, we, It's not what it looks like. I promise. It's not what it looks like. She did it herself. I promise. She did it herself. I didn't kill her. No. Oops. Thank you for covering up the screen with the shout out. Don't mind the severed head. Hey, I didn't do anything. Huh. Why didn't the shout out? Huh. Kusari Kami. Hello? What? Why is Eclipse Player not working? No spoilers! I've never played this before. Ah! Stop it! Wait, that's not right.
Well played.
Yay!
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Yes. We were hunting eggs in Not So Dark Souls. Not So Dark Souls. I'm so glad that you started streaming. Did you have a good time?
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
What? What? Ah, thank you, Dusty. And there she goes. No, thank you for no spoilers. I'm glad I didn't see them. You never get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. Time to hear the noises.
She's gone.
No? Okay.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. It's gonna be. Trust me, we've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I mean, she's an entertaining gun. Yes. I guess. She's, I mean, she's just the head. She's not the whole Dullahan, I guess. Sorry, my eye was itchy. Yeah. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Why?
Feels too good to be true.
Yes, it does. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection! Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. That mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You're withered! What? What? slithering. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. We brought an undead. Makes sense, I guess. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Hello!
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at anyone is to shift them all into something new.
Go sit in a fire.
And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
More vessels. What do you want me to bring you next time? Have you figured out what you want to be when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
How many more we go for?
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse.
Doesn't it?
Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion on it. I just want it all to stop. Oh, what? But right now, a quote comes to mind. Before everything, there was nothing. Before there was nothing, there were monsters. Ah, yeah. I don't remember. Oh, isn't that from Adventure Time? Or something? Like, the thing that gets turned into like a baby thing? Yeah, the Lich, yeah. Yay! I know things. I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
Man!
Know that I hold no malice for you.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
So a soft, clever, joyous, but... What was the first one? It was something and also joy.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
What do you want me to bring you next time? No. Can I destroy my own body? I don't think I want to do that. I'm ready to go back. Yes.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
I want to continue. Yeah. I want to continue the game after all. Bring the prisoner's head to her. A gratuitous vessel.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yes.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
The princess.
You're here to slay
Oh
her.
no, I've never been
If you
here
don't,
before.
it will be the end of the world.
Yes. I mean, it's gonna be the end of the world anyway. Killing people doesn't seem bad though, doesn't it? Seems kind of bad though. Can't someone else do this? I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some kind of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Viva la révolution! Can you tell me what my price is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better.
It's too
than
good to be
your
true.
wildest imagination.
I get some dinner, have some good foods, and have some good sleeps. And thank you for entrusting me with your people. Have good times until I see you next time. Bye bye, Lucas, and congratulations on starting streams. Oh, now I know why I didn't play anything. It's because there aren't any clips yet, right? Lucas, you don't have any clips on your channel yet, do you? You have to remedy that fast. We need to have clips. Clips! It took me a while to realize what it was. Yes. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
No.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
We'll get monster girls. Maybe. Suddenly continue to the cabin. There we go.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entire. The blade is your implement.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay, enter the basement. Let's see what it's like.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Yes.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Is this the soft one again?
Who's there?
No.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Interesting.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
She's always beautiful.
Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes, maybe. No, I don't know.
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah. Don't want it.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Hi. Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought
Hey,
a knife with you and everything.
Excuse you.
But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare.
I have
It's
dared
fine.
before.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
God, what is it gonna be this time?
Against your better judgment, You step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Hi!
We'll be fine.
No, we won't.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Yeah, that's so cold. Why would you do that to me, Mello? So mean.
So here we are.
Hi.
What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. You know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
I know what I've been told, but I believe it is an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless.
Yes.
If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Bitchy. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty.
Okay, same.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Mm-hmm.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Don't throw any snowballs at me while I'm stretching, please. That's just cruel. There. Nice. Thank you. I want to lay, princess.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other.
Oh.
By
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Okay.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think.
Yes, she is.
She is.
I'm sure of it.
I'm sure of it.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay. I don't know. I want to get her know about her better.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
She does not seem happy about it.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
Yay!
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Slay!
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Oh my god.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
She's good.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
No.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Yeah.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you, with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Oh, thanks, narrator.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm afraid it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
I get a terrible sense of deja vu. I like the skeptics. Okay, now.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe you know I can hear you. What does it matter?
The broken.
What he knows?
Ah.
There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the...
I feel like... No, we won't get to the end of it by the end of this stream. Should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Why?
You died last time, which probably
So
only
cold.
happened because
Blech.
you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop
Sorry
her
about
now? It's pointless.
It's pointless.
She's just a princess.
No, she's not just a
Slaying her
princess.
shouldn't have been difficult.
Does it
but
even end? I don't know.
congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time
She ran
around
out of
didn't
sugar
have
cubes,
any
so there wasn't enough.
consequences.
I don't believe you. I need to up the price for them.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Supposedly we can't do the same thing twice, so sooner or later we will run out of content. There ought to happen something then at the very least. Yeah.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yes.
She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh my gosh.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Fine.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing
Worship the demon
her
always
and
goes
pledging
well.
yourself to her.
Yes,
Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed into the
If
cabin.
that's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Is she even a princess? I don't know. It's just a title, I think. It's not what she actually is.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Interesting. This whole cabin is different than last time.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Sure. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And then approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean and there's no mirror.
Reach forward and rub your hand. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
God, bro. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open,
It's a different
revealing
kind.
a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Interesting.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Suspicious.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs.
Witness
Come down
me!
And witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude?
Yes, we should.
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was.
I'm very
Now
concerned.
You want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Oh, God.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Interesting.
But soon the end comes into view,
So she's
and you
gonna
tumble
be
to
like
the bottom,
huge.
entering the
Making your way
vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Hi.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Hi. Her crown is different again.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I'm listening. I am listening.
Drop it.
Tighten your grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
No.
It clatters uselessly to the floor.
Man.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
But you can influence the story.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out.
Oh,
of
yeah.
it.
Kneel.
Now.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Oi.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
Oi.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Yeah, chill, dude, chill.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Nah.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Interesting.
You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
Shut up, broken.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
Yes.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That is true. You just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. What happened to you after I died? I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do this. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I'm not gonna help you in the world. I just can't let you do that.
I say...
Yeah.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Yay! Chaos God! Whee!
Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what
Shut up,
wants.
broken.
No objections here.
What?
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
That was a nice sentence. You're not kidding about the divine hand. Who's doing it? Is it her? Is it you? Pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See?
Shut up! She's
This
gonna
isn't so
she's gonna let
bad.
us she's gonna make us kill ourselves.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Going near here forever. Stop making me do things. I hate you so much, all of you.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation.
Oh God.
The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come, dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Sure, whatever.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Okay.
What?
What?
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
That's gonna be weird. You have a Glock! Shoot her!
Oh, we'll
Oh
end this
no,
all right.
we're gonna die. Yep.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Yes, and her! And her! Slay the princess!
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward.
Defiance!
One step
Defiance!
at a time, you move towards the princess.
Yes! Shake her confidence.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Come here!
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't.
Ow!
As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs,
Ow!
slicing
Ow!
through
Ow!
flesh with
Ow!
ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out.
I like that my
The
dagger
wound
has blood
burning
on
as
it
a small
now.
hiss of
This
air
little
escapes
bit.
through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
Now!
It's what she
No,
wants.
shut up, Broken.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Your other hand locks around
Ah,
your wrist,
ah.
struggling to keep it from perforating
Ah.
vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the glowing pile of blood and gore beneath you.
Ah.
Despite the pain, you manage to keep
Yeah.
yourself in one piece.
Ah.
At least for now.
Oh god. Ow. 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 Ow.
What a
Ah.
beautiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god.
Ah.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay the princess!
Or you can pathetically
Slay
struggle
the
against yourself until the
princess!
floor of this temple is painted
Yeah.
with the bloody impressions of your
Defiance!
futility.
Defiance! Ah!
You continue to approach the princess,
Yes!
even as the repeated gouges of your blade
Ah!
expose bone
Ah!
and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Yeah!
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
Uh,
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at
Ow!
once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward.
Ow!
Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
True, I
You're
suppose.
the one
Ow.
making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt.
Shut up, Broken.
She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has
No,
to.
she doesn't. Shut up.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating
She looks
your
cool,
throat.
though. You bent that dagger? I probably did, yeah.
The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger
Hi,
as
Mommy.
her face lowers to yours.
Hi. I like that her crown looks different each time. Each version of her. Like, this one looks like radiance, like a godly aura. What's it called again? It's called something specific.
Your devotion is misplaced.
Halo. Yeah,
You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before.
Did I? My god, she might be. The foreshadowing looks good. Foreshortening, yes.
Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning.
Yeah,
isn't it?
a little bit demeaning, yeah.
Yes, how thoughtful of her.
How thoughtful.
It's a mercy. Take it.
No!
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her.
I don't think so.
Seize the moment before it's too late.
Slay the princess! Ooh, why can't I use that one?
No. Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this, can't we?
I don't know.
You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the
No,
pieces.
shut up, Broken.
It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
Haha!
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. No. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body.
Ow!
As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated
Should've gone for the head.
lightness,
Yep.
she drives her
what?
fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
The way to a massage is a gigaton punch through the chest. Yes. Or, you know, a couple of stab wounds.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
We'll see.
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor.
God killer.
Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess.
Come on. Take her.
Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
That is something we will explore next time.